I was thinking about running to the Botanicals.
Dang, little Sansevieria.
Awesome cactus collection down on the other end.
Ooh.
I am instantly happy. Oh, she's thirsty, but it's a little bit too cold to water. It got down to -7 last night, and it is currently about -2, I believe. And it's 68 degrees here in the grow room. Got down to 66, which is fantastic. That means that last night when it was -7 degrees, it was probably 66 in here. So, and by last night, I mean like 3 hours ago. It was around 5 in the morning when that happened. So I'm really, really, really happy about that. It means that the bubble is doing its job, and it is very cold on the other side of that plastic. I walked out here into the garage and I was like, no, 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 no. I was so nervous this is going to be freezing in here, but no, the plastic held up and did its job. I did make sure to water a couple days ago because I knew that I wouldn't be able to water for a few more days since it was going to be so cold. I don't like to water when it's below 70 if I don't have to. And that's really just because I don't want the plants sitting in soggy soil. I want them actively using that water. Yeah, she's thirsty, but you're just gonna have to hold on and wait. Luckily, these things are really, really tough. The cold has also caused a few other problems, like I haven't really been able to get much done, just because, like I said, it's too cold. Even though I'm inside, it hasn't really been warm enough in here, so I don't know what to do. The Orchid show's coming up in just a few days on Saturday. I'll be there Friday night because I'm a member, and you can go in early and preview everything. And the vendors are there, and that they're only there one weekend, so they'll be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which means I'm definitely going to go Friday night. It's only for a couple of hours, and then Saturday I will probably go. Maybe, it depends on what's going on, but that's the day that this comes out, Saturday, and I usually post my Orchid show video on Saturday. So I'm thinking what I might do is keep this vlog a little bit shorter, since there will be 2 videos coming out on Saturday, which I don't normally do, or maybe I'll just wait and release this video on Sunday. I might do that. Well, I'll figure it out. It's my entire point here. What I was trying to get at was that I don't want to vlog too much and then have the, like, if the vlog is me at the Orchid show, then people have to watch like 20 minutes to get to that point. So like I said, I'm going to take it kind of easy, and then I'll vlog on Saturday. I'll go to the Orchid show, and then that's... I'm just kind of thinking out loud, so sorry about that. I actually was thinking about running to the Botanicals, or, I mean, obviously not running, driving, because it's -2 degrees outside right now. So I may go do that. It's a bit of a drive, but there's some, like, wonky stuff going on with my membership, so I want to make sure that that's all been taken care of. And then maybe go into the Climatron, gigantic glass dome, full, like, absolutely full of tropical plants. It's an indoor jungle. That would be a great place to go when it's -2 degrees outside, except I'd have to walk there. That part, not so great. But now I'm going to think about it, and we'll just kind of see what happens today. See how things progress. Synthyrum just keeps making me so happy. It has more flowers that are opening up. I'm not seeing any more coming up from down below, but that doesn't really mean anything since it just put up these 2. So my main thing is I want to keep it going. I want to keep it in flower, because, I mean, that's kind of the joy of the plant. They do have really nice foliage, though. I like their foliage. Yeah, hooker is holding up okay to -7 degrees. Decided to leave out the front door. I don't want to open that garage door up if I don't have to and let all the cold air in. The deer have been eating these kale. Just a few of them. They're really not doing anything because, you know, freezing. Coffee time! I had to run into Target and grab a lamp because it's my sister's birthday, and I need to, you know, give her a present. That's the nifty thing when people get married. You can look back at their wedding registry and see the things that they didn't get. Makes it very easy to shop for them. I was just thinking about the Orchid show thing, and it's like pretty much impossible to vlog in there. I've tried it multiple years in a row. It's just way too loud and crowded. So that's not what's going to be happening here. Sorry for being all over the place, but, you know, welcome to my life. That's a weird looking gutter, isn't it? Yes, it collects from that little roof and comes down, and then that goes down, and it does the whole thing right there. It sort of makes sense because this is all like gravelly and whatnot. It must be a lot of runoff they have to deal with there. Jeez, you can see where the fountain, there is normally a fountain running in there. I guess they probably waited a little too long to turn it off because the mist from it froze all those trees over there pretty solid. Oh, that reflection's kind of bad. Sorry about that. But if you're here for orchids, there will still be orchids in this video because the gift shop there at the Botanicals fills up with all kinds of orchids right before the orchid show. And that was kind of another reason I wanted to pop in, was to see if they have anything. Because sometimes it's a bit difficult doing that the day of the actual orchid shows. It's really crowded. And then the Friday night, the preview is only 2 hours. So I don't really think that's enough time to explore all the different things. So it just kind of works out well. There will still be orchids in this video. Well, I'm surprised. This place is actually kind of packed for it being only, 5 degrees outside? Guess I wasn't the only one who thought, hey, let's go to the Botanicals when it's freezing cold outside. It won't be crowded. They have a tree in the middle of the parking lot. That's confusing.
Tiny little Sansevieria. Oh, they're really cute. My camera got really cold. It doesn't want to focus on things. Oh, so much color. I was just wondering where the Vandas were, and this wreck magically appeared behind me. But, I mean, come on. That's crazy. These guys are tiny. There wasn't much in there orchid-wise. A lot of cattleyas and dendrobiums and nothing like crazy unique or special. The Vandas, very, very pricey. There's that Climatron. See it? Apparently, it's super busy here today because today's free admission. And a lot of places are closed because they're cold. So that's what's going on there. Oh my god. Just about fell over on myself. This is the Camellia house. Can you see why? It's an awesome cactus collection down on the other end. Look at the size of these begonias. Those are beautiful. Let's see, what do we got here? Just says begonia. Oh, this is pretty. What are you? It's a variegated kumquat? Yeah, like the leaves. What? They got mermaids in here? What kind of bananas are you? I don't see a label. It's probably in there somewhere. Yeah, look at this cactus collection. I'm going to go through this kind of quick because there's no one in here and that never happens, so I can actually talk. But got tree aloes, euphorbias, cycads. I mean, it's just, there's so much. I mean, and these guys are big too. Oh, look at him, big guy over here. Got all the little mammillarias over here. They're adorable. God, these are just, they're massive, gigantic specimens. These things are beautiful. Got the silver torch cactus over there. Great big agave. Oh, saguaro. Got a few of them. Looking pretty good. Those golden barrels, kind of stretched out, but still beautiful. Great big, huge Buricara. Gorgeous. Buricarnia. I always say it wrong. That's just how I am with most of these things. Beautiful, humongous cactus collection of like nice, big specimen cactus. Alright, one last look and go over to the Climatron. Look at these Halosaurias. Before I go over the Climatron, I didn't even notice, look how big these inset bananas are. Gigantic morellis. I guess you can't tell here, but they're really big. Okay, now off to the Climatron and kind of walking and talking so people can see things, see the pretty plants while I'm moving. I'm trying to think of things to say. I don't want to go back out there. It's so incredibly cold. Magnolia looks okay. I covered mine up last night. It's small and it's still in its pot, so I was like, probably not worth the risks. In the springtime, this pathway is absolutely stunning. These magnolias, these are deciduous magnolia. I think they're the Sioux or the Janes. They're covered in pink flowers. The saucer magnolias, gorgeous. And there's the Climatron. There's a tropical side and a Mediterranean side. Which one should I start with? I can pretty much guarantee it's gonna be packed in there. I probably won't be able to vlog. But we will see. Beautiful collection of pines and evergreens over here. They have a succulent cactus garden up here. Wow, that yucca glauca is looking really nice considering how cold it's been. I mean, they can take a lot of cold, but it's a really nice looking plant. Got a cholla cactus over there. I'm remembering, I'm always here the time of day when my shadow's over everything. Look at this little yucca rostrata. Beautiful. The varieties, the sapphire skies, holding up really, really well. Yeah, it's gonna be my shadow over here with everything, so I'm gonna go ahead, look at a couple more cactus and head in because it's very, very, very cold. Ooh, tag, come on. There we go. Beautiful. People get looking at me and they're like, who are you talking to? I'm like, whatever. I'm talking to myself, who cares? Not really, I'm talking to y'all, but they don't know that. My camera froze, so I don't know what's been vlogged and what hasn't, but I'm in the Mediterranean house. And that's where, you know, some more Mediterranean type plants are. Things that, like a mild climate that's more on the dry side. That Aeonium, oh, that's cute. Something, guys, something smells like booty in here. I'm thinking it smells kind of like some type of soil amendment, so probably manure. Wow, hey, look at that. That is Agave Weberi. Really pretty. Gosh, look at this. Pachyceres, this is the Pringlei. Pachyceres, it's gorgeous. It's huge. Oh, so nice to be around plants. Hey. I love that aloe. It's beautiful. I can't find its tag, but it looks like a Harlana. So pretty. Oh, so peaceful. Got a nice, lovely winding staircase here. Carnivore garden. That's really pretty. Beautiful. I can't see my screen. Is any of this in focus? If I keep the camera low enough, you can't even tell that I'm inside. That's gonna be fun. Putting that up on Instagram, that's gonna confuse people. Pretty. Oh. They really did a great job designing this place, didn't they? Acanthus. It's one of my faves. This Norfolk Island pine. Oh, you can't see it, but it's big and it's pretty. You just have to believe me. Got these rock walls planted up really well. They did a good job naturalizing everything. Hey, I wonder where those are from. Oh, they're pretty. Crown of thorns. And more carnivorous plants. They have tons of these sarracenias. And hey, a very, very old windmill palm. Thing's huge. Gigantic. They even put a nice little sign over here to talk about it. I like when they do that, when they give a little bit of history to go along with the plants. That's fun. Alright, now off to the tropical area. Oh, here we go. I am instantly happy and revitalized. They do such a good job in here. This place is huge. I'm probably going to have to cut off to music here in a bit, 'cause I don't like filming people. They didn't have to be in the vlog, so I try to avoid it, and there's a lot of people in here, but it's so intricate, it's so detailed, and this place is huge. Absolutely gigantic. It just blows my mind how they did this. Look at that. That thing is huge. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a Harlingiana. God, it's gigantic. These bananas are probably, some of these are well over 20 feet. And that giant screw pine. Oh, I'm so happy. That Enthyrum, oh my gosh, that is gigantic. Look at, guys, look. You see? You see? So much happy, so much pretty. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful too. And the bromeliads, how they have them up there in the tree. This is, I know that's very loud, I apologize, but just look at all the details. The way they have things tucked in here, the vandas and the bromeliads and the ferns, and it's just,
breathtaking, amazing. Look at how the silver satin pothos squeezes onto that wood. Isn't that cool? And like I said, my camera's been not focusing, so I'm sorry about that, but just look at that. Isn't that cool? Also, I'm pretty sure it's technically a philodendron, but you know what I'm saying. Back there on the wood, growing, or the rocks up into the bromeliads. So pretty. Got orchids tucked away up here. Got a fish tank. Oh. Gosh, it's just so much. It's like impossible to actually take it all in. It would take forever. I'm like only in maybe like a tenth of this place. This is just the beginning. That's a beautiful ginger. I think this is Alpinia vitate, I think. Variegation's really strong. See, like I've already walked right past this. I hadn't even noticed that before. I mean, I did, but hadn't really taken in how gigantic this clump is. Look at more orchids and some huge staghorns. Look at those. Oh wow, that's a big tree fern too. Like I said, it's pretty much impossible to get it all on camera. Like there's still a long ways to go. So I'm probably gonna cut to music pretty soon. Just because, like I said, this is gonna be a really long vlog if I go through and point out absolutely everything. But maybe I'll do that one day when it's not free admission and the place isn't so crowded. Also, I mean, who knows if you can even hear me over those waterfalls. Man, you guys, I am so happy right now. There used to be a huge tokay gecko that hung out over here. No, it was a giant day gecko. But I don't see him. He's really pretty, though. I mean, they're a beautiful... Whoa, look at that philodendron. The gingers, and I'm not gonna... beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Oh, and here's another thing all about this place. Look at this bamboo. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? And they have a giant clump of it over there. I love the giant timber bamboo. Can't grow it here, which is probably for the best because it's really hard to control. But it's so beautiful. Also, there's a gigantic brugmansia up here. Oh, it's raining in here. That's how it works. It's a microclimate they've built here at the Climatron, and I just got, you know, whatever that, oh, hey, more orchids. Gosh, look at those bromeliads. Yeah, okay. And Thyrumbesic, that's not what was down there. What that looked like one of those, the glorious, philodendrons. There it is. Wow. That's so pretty. I got this whole entire display for the pineapples over here by the bog. Really nice sized mangroves. And what's around the corner? More mangroves. Gosh, those are really pretty. Love the roots on them. And it looks like there's a pretty big fern up there. Wow. That thing is absolutely huge. I don't know how to describe how big that is. It's really big. Oh, Creeping Charlie. These guys are cool. See how the flowers come out from down? They like lay down flat and move around on the rocks, kind of like they're creeping, you know? Hey, isn't that cool? I love that. Just plants everywhere. Everywhere you look. I mean, I guess that's the point, right? But more than I can point out. Okay, so when it gets quiet, that means that there was someone right by me, and it got awkward because they caught me talking to my phone. Not a true palm. It is not. Oh, look at you hiding out down there. So much detail. I mean, tons. Okay, I'm actually getting very toasty in here. Hey, hi, sorry. He does not want me over here. None of them do. They must be nesting. They're in here intentionally. They didn't like get trapped or anything. They're part of the little ecosystem that they've set up. Tropical cacti. Love me some tropical cacti.
Where they be? There you are.
Synongiums, ferns, and oh, look at that! It's Philodendron davidsoni. So cool. I love seeing things grip onto the rocks and onto the trees. So cool. I'm trying to make sure I get it all without like making people sick and dizzy. And the camera's struggling from it being so cold out. It's not. Okay, I tried how to talk. Oh, where's your tag? Really wish this guy had a tag on it. That is absolutely beautiful. It's some kind of Laelia, Schomburgia. It's really pretty. Really pretty. I love it. More bromeliads. So now I am above where I came in. You can see that waterfall that's over here with the cycads above it and all the plantings and whatnot. So you can get a nice. That's another thing about how well this was thought out, is that you get different angles and different views of everything, which I think is super cool to be able to come up and see things like from up here, from the top. That makes it. Look at this Tillandsia. This is the Cyanae, the pink quill. Look at the size of that clump. I can't. Again, there's no way for me to describe it. I can't reach it. It's gigantic. Probably, I would guess about 30 inches by 20 inches, maybe, at the max end. So pretty. I feel like I'm saying so pretty a lot. What else, how else do you describe this? Just gonna keep on walking and talking, even though I hear a lot of voices, so when it gets to the point where I can't film anymore, that's when I'll cut to the meal. Look at you. Licuala grandis. One of my faves. I want one so bad. That's a palm that's been on my wish list for a very long time. Also, if things are going out of focus, I apologize. I haven't actually been looking at the screen that much. I've been trying to make sure I'm not walking into people. More palm trees. Another beautiful tree filled with all kinds of things. Look at this traveler's palm. That thing's huge. I feel like I just sounded like a Kardashian. So much pretty. Yeah, the traveler's palms probably get a little bit big to have in here. Look at this huge clump of Fittonia. This is the Alba Venus. Tons of it. Excellent ground cover when you have the right climate for it, obviously. I'm still just walking and talking. They have some really neat gingers and things tucked away in the different corners. It's easy to miss them. I don't know. Well, this is a heliconia. That's not a ginger. Where was the ginger? Oh, over here. There we go. Look at him. Love the gingers with the big old waxy pinecone leaves. Or, not leaves. Flowers. Inflorescence. Also, look how big this calamondin is. Thing's gigantic. Up around this corner there is a very pretty waterfall you can walk under. I imagine it's going to be kind of crowded over there, but that's where I'm headed right now. There used to be a huge tallipop palm right here, the Corypha umbricata, I believe. The trunk on it, it's gone now. Obviously they had to cut it out because those get just unbelievably huge, but the trunk on that thing was from like right there to over there. Huge, gigantic, beautiful. Oh, that beautiful ficus. Yo, you couldn't see anything I was just talking about, could you? Whoops. Oh. God. So pretty. And these are Chaluli, the glass artist. He's amazing. He had a big exhibit here a few years ago and donated some of the pieces to the Botanicals. So pretty. So pretty. There I go. Need to find a new descriptor. Gorgeous. Fabulous. Stunning. Hey, there's some nice foliage for you. Oh my gosh. Tons of nice foliage. Yeah, obviously. That's what we've been doing this whole time. Mostly foliage, right? Man. That is beautiful. You guys. That's all Nepenthes up there. I've never seen it that big before. That's what she said.
Wow, I hope I can get that to focus. 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 Cool. Okay, so that's what that is. We're not supposed to be touching things. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, nice look up. Excuse you,
Would you behave? I'm out in public and I'm actually vlogging. It would be nice if it went along with me and didn't make things harder. Whoa. That's just so cool. It's amazing. You just don't feel like you're indoors. Bear's paw, this thing. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so incredibly cool? The way that climbs up that trunk. Like this is one thing that's always really, really like been one of my favorite things to see when I come here. So interesting, so cool. There's some more of that Chihuly. And then more just beautifulness. Look at that Mingorelia. Looking nice. And yeah, you're not gonna be able to hear anything I'm saying under here, are you? Probably not. But I'm gonna keep on talking as if you can. Almost to the end. Something smells like pot. I know it's not. It's just one of these plants, but oof, it stinks. Yeah, it doesn't smell very good though. Oh, actually, I think there's some big gingers down here. Yeah, I hear those torch gingers. The Etlingera, but I don't see anything on them. No, not seeing any flowers coming up down there. Okay, yeah, so that's the end of things. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. I'm gonna walk around, take some more pictures, and get on out of here before traffic gets too bad outside. To do like a view of everything from down below. So after that, then it's time to go. Everything has naturalized in here so well. Look at those roots. That's crazy. Crazy. Oh, and I did want to mention this heliconia. Normally they have some white in them. They're just starting to bloom. This is the Arentikiata or Arentikiaka. I always have trouble saying that, but that's the variety of heliconia that is. Okay, also, here's a better shot of those staghorns. Aren't those beautiful? Okay, hey, one other thing. How did I not point this out? Whoa! Those are huge. I can't touch them, but I'm far away. Look how big those are. There's the cycad variety, if you were wondering. Here's another spread out view. I didn't really do that before. You can't see the traveler's palm very well. They decided to grow at an angle that's really hard to see. Yeah, you can't get in there. They're one of my favorites. Wish you could see it better. How long ago did I say that I was done in here? Yeah, apparently not. Pretty. You can kind of see the traveler's palm there. Why am I, of all the plants in here, why am I so focused on that one? Okay, I mean, may as well walk and talk on the way out, right? Because you see things from a whole nother angle, like you hadn't seen them before. And it doesn't seem to be too crowded over here, so that's nice. Trying to hold things smooth. It looks like my camera's decided to not go with the auto balance or whatever it's supposed to be doing, the auto stabilize. Seems to have cut out. That's alright, I can probably fix that when I'm editing. so much prettiness. There's just so much lush and lovely and just happy. And there's a whole nother traveler's palm tucked in there too. Nope, not gonna be able to see that. I was going the wrong way. I mean, I could have gone out the way I was going, but wouldn't make sense. It'd be a longer walk, and it's very cold outside. So my shoes they're freezing to the ground from the water I was stepping in there as soon as I walked out the door. And my contacts are fogged over too. So everything's foggy. That's fun. Do you hear it? Do you hear my... No, they stopped doing it. I swear they were frozen. Oh, and for people giving me trouble not putting my Christmas stuff away, they still have theirs up too. Like I said, I've been busy having the time of my life. You want to be kind of creepy and get a sneak peek of what's going on in there for the Orchid show? Let's see what's going on. Hi, that looks neat. You can't really see much, but wow, it's very lush. They put all these sails up, and that's gonna be pretty. There's another great big Choluli piece there. Choluli. Isn't that pretty? It's gigantic. So colorful. It would really suck to have to dust that thing. I'm home. Let's go ahead and do this plant haul. Okay, so what have we got here? Miss me, Tuck? Yeah, I missed you. Good boy. Yeah, good boy, Toby. All right, dig in here. I didn't really get that much because, well, one, there wasn't really anything I was like blown away by. And the big part of the Orchid show is actually coming up this weekend when the vendors are there. This is just stuff from their gift shop, and honestly, it's kind of pricey. So, why do you stand behind me? I'm gonna fall on you someday. Like, even as a member with a discount, still pretty pricey. And I think I know I've talked about how I'm not buying a ton of orchids anymore. And it's not because I don't want orchids, it's because they just, with as expensive, as much money as they are, I prefer to just really only get ones that I really, really, really want. So I only grabbed a couple. I was actually more excited about the pots that I got. They went ahead and they put them in those pots for me. They're not potted in there, they just set them in there. That's some neat pottery in that gift shop. I got this orchid pot. I don't always use like actual orchid pots, but I really like this one. Look at how shiny and reflective that is. It's really, really pretty. I like that a lot, and it's a decent size, and it was actually a pretty good price for what it is. Overall, I like the shiny, metallic-y aspect to it. Looks nice. Usually the actual orchid pots, normally those are kind of, like, they're usually like a green or a red sort of color, and just not quite as modern-y looking, or contemporary, I should say. I like it. All right, and here's the other pots. I got a white one, and I grabbed a black one. They're both kind of dusty. And now that I'm thinking about it, when I go back over the weekend to see the stuff in there from the vendors, I might get one more, either another black one or another white one, because I don't really know if I like having one of each, unless I were to keep them like this and have something in them that's somewhat symmetrical, but still, I don't know, I think I might like a third. I think that would look a little better, but aren't these cool the way they're folded and whatnot? Like I said, they're dusty. They need to be cleaned up, but they're super neat. Super neat, guys. Aren't they cool? Oh, over here, this keeps startling the ever-loving crap out of me. Yeah, you see that? I'm not used to it. Yeah, there's a magnolia under there, if you were wondering. That's not a decoration. Not something I would keep around. Yeah, and they had taken the orchids, and they had the orchids sitting in them. So, let's look at the orchids. I'm going to film those on top of the stove, which is a little bit dirty, but has a nice contrast. So this is okay, come on, SLC World Vacation 5th Avenue. Look at that flower. Very pink and lovely. It has a bit of a shimmer to it, which probably won't show up on camera, but I like the lip and all the detail that's in there. It has 2 more sheaths in there ready to pop open. Hopefully that cold didn't hurt them too much. We will see. Fingers crossed those are all right. And the other one is this guy right here. Okay, it does not want to focus. Spring Fragrance White. This Cattleya smells amazing. It was actually a bit much in the car. It was slightly nauseating, but it just,
And not only that, but again, it has a slight shimmer, which probably not going to be able to see it just like with the other one. I like the colors that are in there. It actually kind of reminds me of a dendrobium, but Cattleya. And like I said, it smells fantastic, and it has sparkles. Who doesn't love sparkles? I like how you can see the veining in there from the pink and whatnot. It's just a really pretty Cattleya. Nice big ball of flowers on top of there. This is a pretty decent sized plant. They had these everywhere that weren't in flower yet, and there were some that were in flower but were not very fragrant. But none of them had any more sheaths on them or spikes coming up. And this guy has a spike here, and looks like a couple more spikes over here. So this was actually one that they had on display, and so I took hey, stop that, Pumpkin. Yeah, she knows better. Clop the furniture. So yeah, this is one they had on display when you walked in. And I was like, well, none of the others have other spikes coming up. So I took it. I was like, nah, yeah. I decided it was mine. See, I like to get in there before the actual orchid show starts. It starts in a few days because once that happens, things get picked through. Basically just being greedy and wanting to make sure I got first dibs. And I don't mind how that looks sitting in there. That looks pretty good. And you too. Put you in there as well. Gently. Yeah. Slight size difference, but it still looks all right. I don't mind it. I also I'm not going to water them inside these larger pots because they don't have holes in them. I need to drill holes in them so that they'll drain better. But it's going to help hold in a little bit of moisture because the air is extremely dry this time of year. So hopefully having them inside of these pots will help hold a little bit more moisture in there. Not too much, but just a little. I need to rearrange this window. Move the fowl over and bring because the Cattleyas do better in this corner. It's more light. And then I grabbed a couple other smaller plants. This is a Peperomia rosa. Peperomia rosa has, she did not like that cold. Hopefully that'll perk back up. But they have nice pink undersides and pink stems on it. And it's very glossy foliage. Yeah, it looked better when I grabbed it at the store. I mean, I practically ran to the car. I don't think this cloak is quite big enough for this peperomia. That's not going to do. That's definitely not going to do. Nope. Sorry, bud. Figure something else out. And I got this cute little Sansevieria Mikado. Isn't that adorable? I guess I could put the cloak over you, but there's really no reason to because, well, it's a Sansevieria and it doesn't... Nope, okay. Not big enough for that either. Why did I get this thing? It's so small. Looked a lot bigger at the store. I might be taking it back. I got that cloak at Target. Yeah, see? There's the box, the cloak. That in a larger size, but I was like, no, just get the little one because it's cheaper. But no, I might need to take this back. I think I need to exchange it. That's all right. Nothing wrong with it. Got lots of good stuff here. It was a really good day, a fun day. I hope you guys enjoyed going to the botanicals with me and getting to see all the pretty tropical plants and desert plants and orchids. There's going to be more orchid stuff coming up after the orchid show. There will be an orchid haul and an orchid show video. So that's February. Not orchid heavy, but there will be more orchid content than normal, which is like one video a month if even. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget to leave the video a thumbs up. Helps the channel a lot. Lets me know I did a good job. I really do appreciate it. I notice it, so thank you very much for doing that. And subscribe as well. Upload multiple times a week, so don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you know when new videos come out. Okay, everybody. I'll be posting a bunch of pictures from the botanicals on Instagram at Tropical Plant Party. I have all my social media linked down below, down there in the description of the video. If you want to follow me, I'll follow you back. I have fun seeing everybody's pictures. Oh, you having a good time, Pumpkin? Yeah, that feel nice, tearing up the furniture. He's so cute. He's so cute and fluffy, Pumpkin. Lots of fun things in bloom here. I can't pile plants up in this window yet. Not until I get this. I've put a lot of the Christmas stuff away. There's still a few things left, but I keep forgetting about this. I've just gotten so used to it. That needs to come down. And remember, it's still technically January when I'm filming this, but I know... Whatever, just leave me alone. Like I said before, I have been busy having the time of my life. Alright, hope everybody's doing well. And as always, and most importantly, everybody, keep on growing. Bye-bye.